Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. All right, that sounded good enough. I'm not saying anything. I don't know. Just make sure this music is off. I've been thinking a lot to this song. This is like the meme that's going around. We're in this like weird blissful moment. Things aren't necessarily going right for you, or going, maybe they're happy even going wrong for you, but you're just trying to escape it all for a moment. Kind of feel like that right now, because I'm just realizing how bad of a day yesterday was. We had 2 U.S. soldiers and a civilian translator killed in Syria. And then, we had the shooting at Brown University, and we have no idea who the fucking shooter was at this point. Under 10 minutes, first F-bomb. And this is in spite of, apparently, Brown being heavily surveilled with cameras. Which, cameras at best are good for catching things in the act. Or maybe if catching things before they happen, like notifying police, but like nobody was watching apparently. Apparently there's also discussion or confusion about what kind of weapon he had. Was it a rifle? Was it a pistol? And apparently this was details have come out that the guy who shot stormed into like some classroom and then let her rip. Teacher said it was a rifle. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a pistol with a pistol brace. So if you can tuck it into your shoulder, a Brown University professor may as well consider that a rifle. And then we had what happened in Australia. There were, let's see, about like, they're like, apparently, I don't know, what's the kill count at now? I think it's like 12. Minimum at this point. Also, I think the guys who, the Pakistanis apparently who did the shooting, I think in Australia, were a father-son pair. Oh, can I put this on loop? So that's kind of depressing, you know. It's a family business getting into killing them. And apparently, like, there's that one video of the guy who went up and disarmed the other person. People were commenting, it's like, why didn't you immediately blow the other guy away once you got control of the shotgun? Some people are speculating because it turned out the guy who disarmed him was like a fellow like Arab or something. I forget his name. So people are speculating that maybe he didn't have the gall, the cojones, so to speak, to shoot like a fellow Muslim like that. And so like a friend showed up to him after he disarmed him. The other guy ran away, got another gun, and then a friend who showed up after he disarmed the guy shot him. Shot the intervener's friend in the arm. Or something like that. It's just an absolutely terrible scenario. And of course targeting a Hanukkah festival at the beach, which sounds like an awesome way to have a a party like that. You know, do it something off color instead of, you know, something more formal. Have it, I mean, there's like 9 days to it anyway, so have one at the beach. Now 20 people are dead. Or 10, I forget how it was. Let's see, where's fucking Drew Pavlo? I'm looking on another screen right now. So let me whatever, Panthera completely oh, it's this fucking tweet. What's his name? Drew Pavlo. I was listening to an interview he was giving, or somebody else I follow. He's got a picture of Lee Kuan Yew as his Twitter banner. Oh, apparently the Australian government investigated the Bondi massacre terrorists 6 years ago for links to ISIS. We don't actually need to have ISIS cells in our country. This is a choice. Yep. Oh my god. All right. Let me pull this. I don't follow him on my Observer account, but apparently somebody tried to did some AI editing to try and pin Drew. It's like, I swear I thought he was Kurdish, but apparently he's just Greek, Cypriot. Pamphlets. Breaking Bondi shooter was radicalized by racist Australian influencer Drew Pavlo, which is not true in any way. Left-wing accounts trying to get me murdered by falsely claiming that I was involved in the Bondi massacre. Elon Musk, can you please get this taken down? I am extremely fearful for my safety. Left-wingers are trying to get me killed. Where's E-Safety when you actually need her? Oh, you spread the same malicious lies about Groypers in the past. So, I don't know. What's the kill count at this point? All right, is it up here? What is it? Can I get a summation from father and son Sajid and Naveed Akram opened fire with semi-automatic shotguns. You can get semi-automatic shotguns in whatchamacallit, in Australia. Maybe, you know, I don't know what the rifle laws are. I think like semi-automatic rifles are heavily curtailed, and probably pistols too. But I got a feeling that like out in the outback they let it just be free with shotguns. I don't know. Wonder how they got them. Chanukah by the Seas event, or Hanukkah, near Campbell Parade at 6:45 p.m. Sunday, killing at least 15, including Rabbi Eli Schlanger, a 10-year-old girl and a Holocaust survivor. That sucks. Killing at least 15. 15. So this was no gang shooting. These people came to kill people, injuring 40 others. Usually, for a gang-like shooting in the U.S., the kill count's got to be lower than like double digits. Probably no greater than 5, but lots more wounded. So yeah, that ratio like sort of translates here, but you need to have a high kill. The kill count, high kill count is like getting beyond what you would see in a U.S. gang shooting. Police declared an anti-Semitic terrorist attack. Bystander Ahmed Al-Ahmed tackled a gunman. Oh, that was his name. Ahmed Al-Ahmed. So nice. He did it twice. Tackled a gunman, wrestled his weapon away despite being shot, and held him until help arrived. He got away out of his grip. Prime Minister Albanese called it devastating. Flags flew at half-mast, and world leaders condemned the hate. Who's this? It's like some, I think it's some Serbian tennis player or something who wasn't allowed in Australia because he wouldn't get the vax. So you can see all the shotgun shells on his belt there. Yeah, people making the point that Australia enacted gun control law, but these guys still get they're just going to go after, like, crack down on shotguns now. The gunmen were firing uninterrupted for 20 minutes while these officers on the scene failed to engage. You know, sometimes you need to have that just go-getter energy, and, you know, there's probably a gender difference in the ability to, like, run into fire. I don't know what the picture is here, but I don't know. Maybe the female cops were close, but were like frozen in fear. To be fair, maybe like a rookie male cop right off the scene might have like frozen at that moment. You know, fight or flight response, and I think the fight or flight response in women tends to be weaker. So let me ask Rock. Switch to the right account. When I pay for this, so nope. You don't need to see that. Nearly saw my notifications. All right. There been studies on fight, flight, response in humans, pairing between genders. Been numerous studies examining sex or gender difference in human stress response, particularly classic fight or flight mechanism characterized by sympathetic nervous system activation. A prominent theory challenging universality of fight or flight, especially for females, in the tend and befriend model proposed by Shelley Taylor and colleagues in a highly influential 2000 paper. This theory argues that while both sexes experience similar physiological activation, increased heart rate, cortisol release, behavioral responses differ. Males more often exhibit fight or flight patterns linked to higher aggression and catecholamine release, potentially influenced by genes like SRY on the Y chromosome, while females more commonly tend, nurture, protect offspring, and befriend, seek social support affiliation, mediated by oxytocin, enhanced by female reproductive hormones. Current evidence includes behavioral studies showing females report higher tendencies to seek social support or engage in affiliated behaviors under stress, while males show more fight or flight-like responses, aggression, or withdrawal. Neuroendocrine research linking oxytocin higher in female under stress to reduced fear and increasing bonding, contrasting with testosterone's role in male in aggression. Physiological differences are less consistent. Meta-analysis reviews show mixed results on HPA axis cortisol or autonomic response, with some indicating females have heightened reactivity in certain contexts. Social stressors, often across lifespan, but often finding no major divergence in core fight or flight physiology. Both sexes can exist. Criticisms tend to befriend. Hypotheses include emphasis on evolutionary gender roles, limited cross-cultural evidence, potential oversight. So like the hardest way I could think to actually like test this, like you'd have to like throw something like you're gonna be thrown into a stressful situation and see what you do. like you put somebody in a lone, like, you know, compound somewhere that you set up and have somebody like fire off blanks in the distance, and see if what your response is. You do one of those like by itself, so you're just firing off and see like the woman like freezes or the man fights or flights. Maybe you could test somebody by like saying, do the firing, have me fire off blanks, and then fire off blanks, and then you hear a woman crying in the distance and see if that triggers the man to go in and fight. I'm getting back feed. I don't know why. To see if the woman does the same. The man will run because it's not his fellow man, his fellow gender. Whereas, oh no, the woman will run to her help. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a big like difference in fight or flight response. So like a female police officer may just be like, I need help before going into the fight, before like a man will. Oh, JD Vance, wishing all my Jewish friends in America a very happy Hanukkah as they begin their celebration this evening. Please say a prayer for all the victims of the terrible terrorist attack in Australia. May their memory be a blessing. Speaking of Hanukkah, the fuck, Black Throne, Drala's, Toranaga, Matt. Let's see here. There's some YouTube video I watched a long time ago about what Hanukkah means. I'm trying to find a quick short video, but there was a video I watched a while ago where, depending on where you live in the US, depending in the world, Hanukkah can either be seen as sort of a militaristic victory or something more solemn. Because the entire story is there's some Jewish revolt against the Seleucids, who ruled the Judea at that point, Israel-Palestine area. So we revved up their car right there. And where is it going with this? Revolted. And so they were able to kick out the Seleucids for a while and fight to gain their independent kingdom under the new Hasmonean dynasty. And this is the story of Maccabees, more or less. Then there's the whole story about trying to find oil in the temple that only find it for 1 day, but it's able to last for 9 days. So in Israel, it's treated more like a military victory history sort of celebration, where in the U.S. it's far more like they're equipped. Jews for Jesus Australia. What the fuck? But there's some video that I watched which brought up this like distinction of how the holiday is perceived or celebrated in Israel versus America. Hanukkah. What the fuck? Man, this search is... That just fucking sucks. Trying to find a video about Hanukkah, but I guess it's too... I'd have to go find it, but... The video was it was from like a Jewish like channel, I don't know how to say it, but a channel focused on Jewish like stuff, I guess run by Jews. Self-identifying Jews, and looking at the distinction of how it's seen, but not like giving a condemnation either way of how it's celebrated. In any case, let's not dwell on this too much. I thought I'd make this a shorter stream and already 20 minutes in, so I switched my observer account. What the fuck? I'm not listening to this. Oh. That's interesting. Alright, let's see here. Kingdom of Elves. This is very clearly ripping off Kingdom of Jerusalem. Oh, look, there's, you can't see it. It's Luce. Whatever her name is. The anime girl that the Vatican came up with. Oh, who the hell is that in the background? Is that E semicolon R? Oh, I shouldn't have liked this. And then, what's her face Freerin as King Baldwin the Leper. Silence, demon. Demon hater is speaking. And of course, there's a. That's not. Oh, look, it's Artoria from Fate, Stay Night, or whatever. I can't keep track of the series. Over to the off to the side here. Oh, Patrick Casey with Drew Pavlo. That's Drew over here. Man's got a really wide face. I don't know what to call it. Somalia's not built America. God damn, what is it all going? Oh, this image. Races of the USA in 2120. I read this and thought it was like a hierarchy at first, but here we have Judeo-Hapas, coastal whites, East Asians, and Jews. I guess they sort of intermingle to a certain degree. Religion, secular Judaism. You throw in East Asians and coastal whites and then you don't, and it's all secular Judaism. Coastal megalopolises, private islands, jobs, finance, law, medicine, tech, and media. Goal, AI singularity, neo-social credit system. Hispano-Teutons, inland whites, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Mormon Catholicism. Protestantism is just dead, apparently. Midwest Rocky Mountains. To a certain extent, I would say that if you want to say there's a upper crust of society that's left wing, if there's an upper crust right wing society, it's going to be it will also be heavily Catholics. Because apparently, if you get into right wing politics and you're like highly educated, you convert to Catholicism. There was like a big conversion that happened in that was short in of like, I don't know, 15 or so guys who graduated college and they converted to Catholicism at Arizona State University. And some people were thinking just like, good Charlie Kirk died now instead before he converted to Catholicism, because like when you get that high, when you get into like conservative intellectualism, people just keep on gravitating towards Catholicism. Because I guess it just has the authority and history of the church just has that sort of like right-wing veneer to it, I guess you could say. That being said, Protestantism has been far more, at least en masse, been far more of a right-wing force throughout Western civilization than Catholicism has been. I need to change my tags. Let's see here. Dark Souls. FromSoft. Dungeon Crawler. I don't know what to call it else other than that. So got those locked in. So Hispano-Teutons, Mormon, I don't know if you want to call Mormonism a branch of Protestantism at this point. Midwest, Rocky Mountains, Southwest, and Texas. Like, yeah, I can blend the Hispano with the Teutons if you want to agglomerize like Anglos and Germans together as Teutons. But you got to have Protestantism out there. It is still like the bulk of American Christianity. Politics, academia, office work, engineering, and art. Well, I guess I fit into this, minus this part. Space colonization. So I saw this sort of as a hierarchy, but I guess this is, you can see this as like separate groups. And they just, nope. They just shift this up. There it is. And then the Neo-Shudras. And if you haven't heard that term Shudra before, that... All right, let me just clarify. Fuck. What are Shudras? It's a caste. I think it's the outcasts. No, I think that's Dalits. I think Shudras are... No, Shudras are the lowest of the castes who are still within the caste. Yeah, from the feet. So they're the lowest caste. Sorry, someone's DMing me, friend. So, oh god damn it. Oh, it kept it. So, blacks, Hispanics, poor whites, and Southeast Asians. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. There's like a weird phenomenon that I've seen throughout, I would say across the U.S., like except maybe like absolutely lily white states like Montana, is that any restaurant will have pretty white or Asian, or not even necessarily that, but predominantly that eight white or Asian waiters, and then we'll have the Neo-Shudras, blacks, Hispanics, Southeast Asians, sometimes you can't tell, working the kitchen out of sight. I don't know what that says. Like, I've seen it in both that, like, this one Asian fusion restaurant I go to where it's, like, some very nice, like, more fairer skinned Asians running the counter, and behind them it's an agglomeration of, like, I don't know, Indian, Southeast Asian, Hispanics, I can't tell back there. Same thing at, like, a ramen restaurant I go to. They're not absolutely pretty, like, model-like, but, like, if they're interfacing with people, maybe that's because the cooks behind them, like, English ain't their first language. So that's, like, something I'm seeing, like, now here in the U.S., and I don't consider it a good sign. Neo-spiritualist consumer evangelicalism. Okay, that's where the Protestantism goes, all the way down at the bottom. So the Hispano-Teutons are the, like, right-coded white upper class. Why are Native Americans included in there? So poor whites are Protestant, whereas the Neo-Shudras, including poor whites, are Protestants. Now the Hispano-Teutons are Mormon Catholicism. The Neo-Shudras are Protestants. Coastal megalopolises, so in there with so they serve the Judeo-Hapas. The South. Manufacturing, music, UBI collection. Universal basic income. Okay, housing and land reform. So, yeah. Alright, hold up. Oh no, I lost it. Fuck. Oh, Cliaete. What the fuck is... Noah Smith is retweeting Elon Musk. Exports are only 20% of China's GDP. The US is 15% of that. 3%. The Chinese domestic market is way bigger than people realize. I'm not sure how to process that, so I'm just going to leave it. Alright, let me just get to Clash Report and see what's going on. Let me actually, like... Out of sight, out of mind. What the fuck? Spazer. 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 Varia suit. Grappling beam. Wave beam. That's pretty on point. Missile.
Please the button button. Emergency, emergency. Oh, power bomb.
So cute. Fine, let's just go to Clashport, see if anything's fucking blown up. Yeah. It didn't hit me until yesterday just how shitty of a day yesterday was. Technically it was like Sunday in Australia for that shooting, but yeah. It sucked. Hold up, I need to DM somebody. All right, well, Turkish news. I don't know what's happened. Who's that being interviewed? Scrolling far back, there's Erdogan. Oh yeah, Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado. Putin wants. Whoa! All my screens just blacked out for a sec. What is this Acer AMD FreeSync shit that keeps fucking with my screens? What the heck was that? Trump, we're building an arc like the Arc de Triomphe. It will be the one, like the one in Paris, but it blows it away. Sure. Why not at this point? With what money? I don't know, but fine. Stacking some Marvel up that, I'll go see it. I lost where we were with Miss Machado. Tan City, you intervened during the attack and helped prevent further harm and was injured by 2 gunshot wounds. Trump, in Australia, a very brave person went in and attacked one of the shooters and saved a lot of lives. Oh my god, what is this AMD FreeSync shit? It says Acer. Is that from the screen itself? Oh god. Whatever, alright. I'm not going to go any further back. Turkish president. Oh my god. It keeps on happening. I need to get a virtual. Oh, it keeps on cycling. What the hell is this shit? Okay, wait. I'm not touching anything. I need to look into what that is and why it keeps happening. Oh, there it goes again. I touch the mouse and it like loses its mind. All I'm seeing is Acer, which I'm pretty sure is that, yeah, that's the brand of the screen I have. It says AMD FreeSync. It keeps on cycling. You can't see what's going on, but my screen is like losing itself. Is it gonna come back? Oh well, whatever. Just keep on going and see before it happens. Turkish President Erdogan. At the UN General Assembly, during the meeting we held with Trump, we gave our message, especially with Muslim countries, but our message was Turkey left an impression on Trump. I guess Trump likes working with Turkey for whatever reason. Turkish President Erdogan. At the United Nations General Assembly, I delivered my remarks while looking directly at the Israeli delegates. You do not want to go to war with cowards. We are not cowards. You do not go to war with cowards. We are not cowards. That's a weird way of saying it. Just like, you do not go to war with cowards. You go to war with strong. I don't follow that. No translation, so I'm not gonna figure it out. That is a weird way. I think I figured out what it's saying, but it's like hard to rephrase. Bonnie Beach attackers were father and son, aged 50 and 24. The father, now deceased, held 6 licensed firearms. So even in Australia, you can get licensed firearms somehow. 16 dead and 40 in hospital. God, that sucks. Readout from the U.S.-Ukraine talks in Berlin. The meeting in Berlin between President Zelensky, Special Envoy Witkoff, Jared Kushner, and delegations from the United States and Ukraine lasted over 5 hours. Representatives held in-depth discussion regarding the 20-point plan for peace, economic agendas, and more. A lot of progress was made, and they will meet again tomorrow morning. More talks. Are we going to get a peace deal before Christmas break? I doubt it. Kadyrov says he's tired of power and open to stepping down, but would stay on if Putin asks and the public supports him. Faking humility here. Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico. Ukraine is a black hole through which billions of euros disappear, along with rational economic thinking and the sustainable future of the European Union. I agree to a certain extent. I know he's from a more pro-Russia stance. In any case, Uganda Prime Minister Yoweri Museveni. You Gen Z have, what have you done so far? When I was 26, we started the Frostna movement to liberate this country. But for you Gen Z, all I hear is vibe, vibe. What is your vibe doing for this country? I don't know. I don't know what goes on in Uganda. But he's already talking about vibe. So I guess even like, you know, Zoomer lingo from America and more broadly is spreading even to Africa. And this is in East Africa. That's Uganda. So that's on the other side. That ain't West Africa. Watch the enrollment. A Russian AN-2020 passport aircraft crashed into the Uvad Reservoir in Russia's Ivano region December 9th. The video suggests the aircraft began breaking apart in mid-air shortly before hitting the water. Oh, fuck. They're screwed. Damn, that's bad. Finnish President Stubb. Under America First, U.S. foreign policy interests are ranked as follows. First, the Western Hemisphere, North America, South America, and Latin America. Second, the Indo-Pacific. Third, Europe. Fourth, the Middle East. And fifth, Africa.
The foreign policy of a particular country. And I would probably divide this document into two. One is what I call MAGA, so Make America Great Again. That's very much the ideal.
Very good English speaker. I must give him credit to that. But I think that's usual for Fennoscandia countries.
Part. And that's what you see on the part dealing with, for instance, Europe. The other one is what I call America First, and that's the policy part, less ideological. And that part then gives a ranking of the policy interests of the United States. Number one is the Western Hemisphere, so basically North America, South America, and Latin America. Number two is the Indo-Pacific, and number three is Europe. Number four is the Middle East, and number five is Africa. So I think we in Europe should take a deep breath, understand the realities. This is what American foreign policy looks like. Well,
So he's not like overly condemnatory of it. He just realized like, this is where we are in the pecking order. Take note. Another ISIS terror attack on Syrian security forces. This is reported 5 hours ago, so it's still ongoing. So things are kicking up. What is this? This time a road security patrol was ambushed near Marat al-Numan in southeastern Idlib province. That's all the way up in like the northwest towards the border with Turkey. 4 Syrian security personnel were killed and 1 was wounded. Yesterday, an ISIS terror attack killed 3 Americans and 2 Syrian security. All right, looks like ISIS is spiking back up again. Security measures in Berlin for Zelensky's visit. Snipers, anti-drone rifles, and electronic warfare systems were deployed. I guess that's the anti-drone gun. Is that supposed to shoot a fucking net? Or is that meant to like a scramble signal or something? Stub on Ukraine. I'll just hear him because he can actually speak English so I can understand him.
Closer to a peace agreement that we have. I think we are in a critical moment in negotiations for peace, and at the same time, we're probably closer to a peace agreement that we have been at any time during these 4 years. And of course,
unless you count the deal that was being floated in Istanbul, but let's not tread on that water right now.
We're working right now pretty much on 3 documents. One is a framework document of a 20-point peace plan. The second one is security guarantees for Ukraine. And the third one is the reconstruction of Ukraine. So we're looking at the details together with the Americans, Europeans, and the Ukrainians.
You could, I'm really blown away by his English skill. There's very minimal accent on him, so props to him for that. Props to him for giving him material to commentate on for fucking stream.
In the national security strategy,
For example,
and one
this
of them,
the one that I'm talking about.
there are elements with which I disagree in the national security strategy,
For example,
and one
this
of
the
them,
one that I'm talking about.
the one linked to Europe, I definitely do. If you look at most European countries and you look at world rankings on democracy, on freedom, on rule of law, on least corrupt, we're always there in the top 10. So I actually think that European states are doing quite well. There are elements with which I disagree in the national security strategy,
example,
and one of them, freedom, on rule of law, on least corrupt. We're always there in the top 10. So I actually think that European states are doing quite well.
You look at rankings, democracy, freedom, rule of law, least corruption, European state. Yeah, sure, low corruption, rule of law. Certainly, freedom. No, I disagree, especially with all the hate speech laws. Germany and the Anglosphere is definitely the worst about it.
Another issue that I disagree on, and that is on Russia. I think Russia is the #1 threat for Europe and actually the Western world. So yes, there are elements with which I disagree in the.
Well, what counts as the Western world? If it means the U.S., no, because we're separated by a fucking continent. Biggest threat to Europe, sure, because just like geographic proximity. But for the Western world, I'd say it's probably like China. Because of just the sheer mass. Because Russia, despite its size and its population mass, it's not that powerful per person. It has the GDP output of Italy, or close to it. And Italy's a far smaller nation. So, alright, finish present sub. Russia tried to invade us in the Winter War and the War of Continuation. We're the only Russian neighbor able to retain true independence. We lost 10% of our territory.
A country like Finland has never had illusions about Russia and Russian power. Remember that since the 1300s we've had 30 skirmishes of wars with Russia. Russia tried to invade us in the Winter War and never had illusions about Russia and Russian power. Remember that since the 1300s we've had 30.
Since the 1300s, you weren't an independent nation at that point. You were under control of Sweden at that point.
Skirmishes of wars.
So, like, attributing any battles between Swedes and Russians along the border there to Finnish... I mean, I guess that's part of Finnish history to a certain extent, but isn't necessarily, you know, like, Finnish and as a nation conflicting with Russia.
With Russia, Russia tried to invade us in the Winter War and War of Continuation. We were the only Russian neighbor that was able to retain its true independence. Lost some of our sovereignty.
To a certain extent, there's something to be said that after the war, there's a process known as Finlandization, where Russia, the Soviet Union, held incredible influence over it. And, like... Some people voted for a president of Finland, depending on, you know, what people thought Russia would approve of that president. That probably needs to be dug in deeper, but I do think it's to say like true independence is a little bit like they were able to be run independently and didn't like get to be like an absolute socialist hellscape economically wise, but foreign policy wise, they knew that they couldn't like join any other faction or be too like do anything to set them off. Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado. Putin wants the world to think that Russia will shore up the regime and especially wants Trump to think that. But do you think Putin has resources to spare right now, or does he have something more urgent to invest those resources in? Helping a regime that is going to fall apart anyway, regardless of what he does, is not a priority for him. All right, so arguing that Putin's not going to come say Maduro, which I can see as true. I mean, if we do, it'll probably be some support, like, you know, sending some advisors and stuff to make sure that the Venezuelans are operating all their military tech that they gave them properly. You know, maybe a few, like, like, up front, presenting PMCs that are former ex-Wagner people but are now, like, fully under the control of the Russian government will be there. But probably not like all the support, you know, like formal declaration of war in defense of Venezuela, a la Britain defending Poland's independence. Zelensky said Kiev could drop its NATO bid in exchange for binding Western security guarantees. What difference does that functionally make? You're in NATO, you get security guarantees. So the point is like saying, oh, we're not in NATO. But Russia doesn't want that. That seems to be the big hang-up. I'm just realizing that's Mertz in the background. There's Witkoff. Oh, and there is Kushner. Everyone's most hated figure from the Trump administration. What's this? Far-right politician Antonio Cast, that's gotta be a German name, has won Chile's presidential runoff, defeating leftist candidate Janet Jara and becoming the country's 38th president. Apparently it was like showing that nobody was voting for the leftist president, the leftist candidate. Or like she wasn't winning in any, like sub-constituency within Chile. So, oh, and the guy apparently said that if Pinochet was alive, he would be voting for him. So he was saying that Pinochet would vote for him, which, like, that's an interesting way to sell yourself. But apparently the other person was like a Rob Reiner's Brentwood Mansion. Trying to curb CEO romance microdramas for realism. Yeah. Snap recipient questions junk food purchase limits. No, you don't get to buy junk food while you're on Snap. Fuck you. All right. What's ISW saying? The Kremlin explicitly rejected Ukraine's proposal for a ceasefire and referendum on December 12th. Russia continues to insist on the right to continue full-scale offensive operations until Russia is able to conclude the war on its terms. The Kremlin also rejected Ukraine's offer to establish a demilitarized zone. More exact components of the Ukraine counterproposal, including provisions of such referendum and the possible bounds in terms of a ceasefire or demilitarized zones, remain unclear as of December 12th. The Kremlin explicitly rejected Ukraine's proposal. What's the latest, like, map updates? This is from yesterday. Ukraine forces continue to advance within and near Kupiansk, and more details have emerged about the counteroffensive effort. Ukraine forces began counteroffensive operations in September 2025 after relatively rapid Russian advances in the Kupiansk direction and infiltrations into Kupiansk itself. Other key takeaways. So I guess they retook the town somehow, because now there's like Russian forces who are stuck there. So this is happening, this is in the northern front. So they continue to advance this way, towards Lyman, Seversk. What the fuck is this right here? Nokovarivka, I swear I've heard that before. Dobroprilia. Minor, small counteroffensive. Oh, and then there's Pokrovsk. The absolute, like... Okay, this is just cope. They're surrounded. And if they can't, they're not getting, like... They're not getting reinforced at this point. They're screwed. Press F in chat for the Ukrainians stuck in Mirnorod. Alright. I'm gonna fire up the game. Screw this. I need to call it for a night. Or I need to do some extra painting. So let me close this down. I'm going through my notifications. I shouldn't be distracted by this on stream. All right, go to my account. Tweet out. See here, announcements. Wow. Remember to save this. Alright, I just put the links and then I'll just fire up the game. I don't even need to get water right now. I could probably go for some. Went to Yard House to get a burger after I went out shopping. I was doing some last minute shopping to try and get some spray paint that I fucking need. I've been dedicating myself to this little art project that I have for like actually getting proper gifts. I'm only like last minute now. I'm ordering stuff for at least my mom and my sister at this point. I'm mailing them to my my grandmother down the road so my parents don't see it. All right, tweet out. Get my controller up. I'm gonna get a glass of water and turn off the fucking video. Man, full screen application. Oh, well, no wonder because it's, let me see if this catch. Oh, that works now. All right, let's get into it. I'm thirsty. Always thirsty on stream. Just get into it. Just wasted. Oh, I keep on pressing X to like, I'm stuck in whatever, let's just rest. I have no soul, so leave. And I'm using it to attack. Like going from, whatchamacallit? From, Resident Evil to Dark Souls is a challenge. Where even am I? I have my short sword. Oh yeah, I was trying to infiltrate this way. The dragon's up there. How am I alive? I just chugged like 2 of them in one go. I'm trying to do the kick to like get his shield down. I was blocking that. Got him. Alright, next are the fucking rats. Oh, just run away. Oh, they're stuck. Thought there was one right next to me, but no. Oh, wait. There we go. I need to build up my stamina. God, this is weak. It's even up here. Oh, wait, there's the... Yeah, I can't face the guy up there. I'm too weak. It's Undead Parish. Fuck you. Oh. I am chewing through Essex Flask, and then there's that thing. Oh, hello. I'm just gonna skedaddle if you don't mind. Oh, you can get me in here. Oh, you. Show guys are the worst. Oh, you can't even do any friendly fire damage? Fuck you. No, you don't get to heal. Fuck you. I just wasted a knife. Oh, what's up here? I probably don't have enough spells to get through that, so let's give that a pass for now. Oh god, you. Spear guys are the worst so far. Can you get some friendly fire action on this guy, please? I'm gonna die here. Got him. I don't know what else to do up here. That looks like death. But I don't have enough strength to beat this fucker. Oh. Lying in ambush. Alright, survive that for now. No. We're not doing this. Fuck your table, fuck your barrels. I have one Estus flask though. Double heavy hit does wonders. Oh, God. What is this over here? Mystery key. What does it open? Who knows? Oh man, that got him. Can I find another bonfire around here? Is there anything up here? Any false walls or anything? No, it's... Oh. Bonsai! I don't think I'm immediately in a boss battle, but I'm looking this. Interesting. Tough enemy ahead, rating 7. Give him a backstab. Got him. Magic really is a cheat code in this game, but I'm happy to play with it because I just want to enjoy myself. Ooh, a Knight Shield. Praise the sun. Indeed, praise. For it has given me victory. How does this shield compare? I'm out. I need to find a, I think I'm fat rolling with this thing now. View status. Oh God, the screen, it's screwing up again. My main monitor is fucking dead for some reason. What the hell? Alright, hold up. Alright, let me pause for a second while I figure out what happened with my screen. Oh, I think it's coming back to life. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm playing with playing footsies with the plugs right at my feet. All right, that's running. Okay, I just need to get the system to, Alright, and we're back. Where did it save me, though? Iron Flesh. Oh, more or less where I left off, so... So here, I got that guy. Oh, God. Are you kidding me? I got him on a riposte. You gotta be kidding me. I gotta be doing that. I kept on like, how do you do the kick function? Oh. How did I do it? Man, you really gotta hit dead center forward. The hitbox on that is very unforgiving. Oh, and one of these guys. God, I'm gonna die with 1,300 souls. I'm not even sure if that's a level up. I'll try I can slink my way back. Oh, and the other guy's coming here, ain't he? Utter cheese. And I'm dead. Fuck. Lost all those souls. Oh well, forward on, I suppose. This way up to the dragon. Nah, fuck you. Not dealing with that shit. Repost and die. I gotta get better at doing those with the shield and spear guys. No, get over here. So I'm trying to push him off. Get over here. Yes, that is utter cheese, but this guy is so annoying, I don't care. Well, there goes all those souls because I did a stupid move like that. Flamestone ring. Excuse my indigestion. I just swallowed some water and had a minor belch. Gotcha. Well, made that retrieval. Now the rats. Well, I got one of them. There's like another one in here, isn't there? Motherfucker. Yeah, when that poison alright, you need to go back because there's when you get poisoned, that shit doesn't go away. So reset. How much does it for a lot? 660. Oh, too early. Titanite shard. Interesting. And immediately poisons. I got ganged up on two of them. It's a coin flip whether or not both of them go fly through. Oh look, there's that platform. Alright, down, reset, because this poison's not going away. Yeah, this is going to be the cycle for a bit. It's going through these enemies. I mean, I'm not even getting up to where the iron, like, boar thing is at this point. I swear in Dark Souls 2 you could sprint up the ladder. Man, I really gotta be on the ball with that. Got him. Alright. Did that bait any of them out? No. Okay, I got one. Can I bait the other one? Got him. Honestly, when it comes to the rats, you need to dodge more than anything else. Alright. Making progress. I think I've got a steady routine how to beat these guys. For now. No. You're not coming up here. I'm not dealing with your bullshit. Oh, shit! Talk about a wind-up for your attack, buddy. I wonder. Nope, those doors are pretty fucking solid. Oh, I'm nearly dead. Oh, that killed me. Fuck, never mind. Well, I thought there may have been a door there or something, but nope. No siree, there was not. People often see Dark Souls for the boss fights. I kind of see it more for the grind. That's honestly what I get out of the game, is the grind, going through each set until you're blue in the face with it. Who would die going into a fight there? Man, I got that down now. Or at least I'd like to think. I didn't even try to parry that one. Why is that so bloody? He's like a hollowed out husk of a human being. No, they didn't take the bait. God damn it. Well, it fell off. Alright, and now you. Yeah, I'll be quick on the draw with them. Right, I need to chug that because I need all the health I can get. I missed the riposte. Fuck. Oh. Fuck. Roll, roll. Roll. Don't let these souls go to waste. Alright, well, now we're further than last time. Okay, this dude. Come on. Alright. Chug. Chug. Is there a guy coming up here to attack me now? All right. Oh yeah, there was a doorway down here somehow. There's not one over here. Now fighting these ghouls. Man, I just have no staying power. By that I mean I've got no health, so I'm constantly going through 10 Estus flags to go this far. That, or I'm just being really reckless. There's nothing over here. Just killing people to grind souls at this point. I do get a level up at this point. I don't know why I'm going any further. What was the way up after here? Oh yeah, right, this hidden staircase over here. Honestly, I think I should just go back. Let me just get the, Yeah, got you. What is this? Who is this? Alright, and this is where I die. Alright. I got one Estus flask left. The heck was over here? I don't know where I'm going. What is this place? That's up the stairs from where the iron bowl is. I bait any of them. I got to riposte on him somehow. Holy shit. That is such bullshit. Yeah, I'm not. There's gotta be a fire, bonfire somewhere around here soon. What's going on with this guy? He got slayed, didn't he? Right. That didn't fall out beneath me. Funny. I feel like there's a bonfire up there. Or, I don't know. Let me check over here. I can't believe I made it this far. Oh, that's the other side over here. Gotcha. Basement key. I'm not opening that gate. Fuck that. Oh, God. Alright, let's not go in there. Let's pick up this item. A halberd. I don't think I'm built for that. You just do that for the fun of it at this point. Next over here. Alright, well, we'll try and thin the herds out here with my magic, but I'm running low on this stuff. There's gotta be a bonfire up here soon. You've got to be kidding me. I've gone this far, and then I die like that. I had a level up. I probably could have gotten 2 level ups there. That is so sad. Alright, back up to the top. Once again, over again. What time is it? It's 21:44. I'll probably go to 21:30 and call it at that for a night. Too early! Sound effects on that are always nice. Now, if I could just remember to actually, you know, dodge or use my shield or whatever. I guess that's the way to do it. Okay. Nope. Oh my god, lock on to the fucking rat. This is tight. This is close. I did not mean to jump like that, but okay. With that and the souls that are left over there, I could, I could get a level up. Alright, let's already, let's just sprint over here. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. I'm not dealing with this bullshit. Alright, this guy, we were post. Alright, no, I'm not dealing with this like this. Alright. Miss me. Alright, took care of that guy, and now... No, focus on the guy in front of you. Nope. Stabby stabby is important down here. Alright, I'm only down to 6 Estus flags over here, so... I swear there's another guy hiding over here in the bush. Nope. Somehow, you drag me down here mentally with you, buddy. Oh, fuck! Thin the herd and then go in for the rest. Leave no survivors. Alright, let's keep on going. Like 2 of these guys up here. When they gang up on you and they just start swinging, it really hurts. Alright, you need further up. Alright, be quiet on this guy. Get the backstab. Fail. I got the parry. Nope. Well, that was rough. All right, this guy. Riposte. Alright, let's try and bait one of these guys out. They're not coming? I hear footsteps. Nope! Focus camera, dumbass. Gotcha. Alright, then there's one other guy over to the right. Alright. Well, there's my souls, so this will not be a completely fruitless adventure. Gotcha. Got the parry on that one. Somehow. It's over this way. Blacksmith ahead. Bonfire ahead. Alright. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Oh, look. Oh, I thought that was somebody there, but alright. Bonfire lit. And I can level up. I'm gonna put my vitality, endurance, dex. Oh, that's it. That's all I can get. Astora. Reinforced weapon. So I got two short swords. Both the same. Scimitar. That is slightly more damage. I don't know if I... Battle axe. Wing spear, halberd, light crossbow. Huh. I do like my short sword right now. Reinforced armor, repair equipment. Purchase item. Titanite shard. Cresto Stories armor smith box. Longsword. Broadsword. It's got slightly less damage. Bastard sword. That's probably like too big. War pick, Castius, a Castus. I think that's for your gloves. I think they're just gloves. Tower kite shield. I don't think I need Caduceus kite shield. They both have the same. Physical 64. What's the difference between them? You need 10 strength.
Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy indeed, but every hunk of metal has its breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone. The nice thing about weapons, they never betray you, so pay them a little respect, eh?
Never betray you. I'm not sure about that. Isn't there like some demon monster over here? Oh yeah, this thing. Oh, that's utterly pathetic. What my spells are doing. Alright, back out. We're not dealing with this right now. Well, I'm too weak to handle it. Oh, what's this place? Oh, it's Onion Hat Guy, whatever this guy is, or Onion Helmet Dude. I can't take this. Headshots ahead. Tight spot ahead. I think he's supposed to betray you at a certain point. I don't know the lore. I haven't played through this game in full. It's back up this way. We gotta go. Fight those three guys out in the, There's like an altar for something. Oh yeah. I just died like that. Whatever, real close to a bonfire, so I need a... I think I need to thin the herd a little bit. Nope. I do have to run up all this way again. These stairs are the most annoying part of this bonfire. You did nothing. I didn't need to riposte you there to win, but I did so anyways. What's in here? Hello? Jesus. This is a mini boss battle at this point. Slow and cumbersome. Do I have less Estus flasks now because I keep on dying? Oh, that was actually pretty effective. Oh, fuck. Plus 800 souls. That's a level up. Great axe. Titanite shard. Oh, there's an item over here. Death? Firekeeper soul? Oh, what the fuck? Look at that Joker up there. I have a level up, I think, from all of these souls, so... I'm gonna go use it, save it for the future. Man, my mage class really does not have any fucking... I am gonna exclusively, like, buff his, like, his physical stats. I got room for 3 spells, I think that's enough, although I think damage scales with, intelligence. Parameter boosting defense and resistance to poison. The advanced weapons also boost weapon attack. Stamina, equipment load, and resistance to bleeding, attunement, vitality. I don't know what kindling the flame does. Oh, it gives me, well, that gave me an extra 5 Estus flasks, which, I could use right now, so... Well, back to the grind, and, I wonder if a big guy's still there, if he's a constantly respawning enemy. What are those summons? Touch summon sign. Oh, I guess I can ask for help. No. All right, buddy, you want to help me? Did I actually get this? Did I summon him in to fight, or did I summon him in to help me? Oh, he just backstabbed him like that. Of course. Okay, somebody glitched out there. Where'd he go? Well, he definitely took care of that. My question is, how do I get up there and defeat that dude? Oh, well, he found his way up there. Looks like there's some stairs up here. Somebody's more familiar with this level than I am. Oh, fuck! So I thought I was gonna help somebody to fight me here, but I guess it's launched an arena battle. What the hell was that? I am so unfamiliar with the PvP aspects of this game. It looks like Big and Strong wasn't up there. Mr. Great Axe dude. Fail. That was risky. That was unnecessarily risky. Man, my Estus flasks don't really heal that much, do they? Alright, is Big and Strong in here? That's why I have so far dubbed him. Alright, so... Oh! Gotcha. Amazingly enough. Alright. There's my souls. There's some big wizard dude up here. Oh god! Well, I'm dead. He's just got a horde of zombies with him. What the fuck? Alright, minimal advancement. I got a feeling I might want to take a break from these games, from Dark Souls after a while. I'll probably continue it into the new year. But I might get sick of this after a couple of boss battles and want to take a break to do something else. I haven't had to use an Estus flask thus far. Huzzah! I jinxed myself there. Alright. Actually, what's even going on over here? Uh-oh. Where am I going? Well, my souls are up there. I should probably get those back before I diddle around here at all. Oh, hey, look, it's back to Lordran. Interesting. Yeah, Firelink Shrine. Oh, hey, there's an item. Soul of a Lost Undead. Alright, I'm gonna go back and get those souls. That should be priority 1 for this end of the stream. That's a big tree that's around here. How does this whole system work? I don't know. Come down here on my level, buddy. I was able to get the... I would not mean to do the jump attack, but I am, regardless. Alright, he's learning. Fuck. No. Alright, chug. And then what's his face is over there. I think I need to like herd out all his like undead spawn, whatever they are. Oh. Thank you for putting these slightly ahead of me. What is that stupid ass dance he does? I can play at this game too, buddy. This is so stupid. Oh, and well, I wonder if he stays dead, if he's a recurring enemy, because that's Jesus Christ. That's a level up in there. What was about a? That was a magic weapon. That would have been interesting to hear about. Like, this is an old artifact of the game that it gives you like info tidbits that you're supposed to read, but the game renders too quickly now because it's remastered and better hardware. Man, I was really on the spot with that one. All right. Let's go trigger Mr. Badass over here. I don't know even what to call these guys. Oh. Wow, really? Gotcha. want to call. I want to call him a greater head because it looks like he's got dimpled metal on the back there. Nah, I just can't with that. That's super lame. Greater head. I mean, great as in like a cheese grater. Oh, he's not there anymore. But his hordes of fucking hollows are still here. Fuck, god damn it. Once they start swinging, they just like, there's no stop to them. I need to get some space. My god, I finally cleared this goddamn room. Should I go any further? The answer is probably no, but I can continue anyways. I have a level up at this point. Oh look. The barrel shard was embedded in my model. Large soul of a nameless soldier. Rest in peace. It's over here. There's nothing over here. Alright, why am I continuing on like this? Beware of locking on. Alright, I gotta level up. I don't want to waste it, so unless I see an immediate bonfire, I'm not gonna risk it. Risk it, brisket. Fighting these things is going to be annoying again. I need like an AoE attack for when they completely surround me. It's over here. Okay, another one of these guys. Sometimes he does the double striking. And I'm dead. See, I risked it. And now I lost like a full level up there. Alright, well. At 10, 20. I think I'll just go get those souls, go back to get the level up and call it a night. After grinding this hard. This repetitively. God damn it. No. Okay, so that's the way to put the shield down is, I have to have my shield up and then want to kick him. not provoke those guys. There is this dude, on the other hand. Get down here. No. Alright, now for the big problem. All those fucking hollows. Just keep it going. God, just a pile of corpses. Alright, then this dude, who I think I can beat. Gotcha. I said I'd move on and take the level up, but now I'm a little bit more curious now that I've gotten this far.
Still human, are you? Then
I'm not sure about that.
could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
No, I'm not going to trust him. I'm going to go get that level up before anything happens. Door I can't open. Oh, like that. Is that... Oh. Humanity. Alright. I'm gonna go get the level up and call it a night. I want to try and do a little bit more painting, and then I need to go to sleep. Still have work tomorrow. So Wednesday might be my last stream. I might not actually do it because I may need to be... Well, I'm going to call it now. If I stream, it'll be late Tuesday night. Wednesday, I need to do absolute lockdown preparation time for flying out on Thursday evening. I'm even thinking about burning some paid time off to leave halfway through the day. I do have a good repository of it. How many level ups? This is probably like worth like 2 level ups. What does my weapon scale with? It's a C in both. So if I level up with either, required parameters, dexterity. Wonder if I should be using the scimitar more. That score scales better with dexterity, so maybe I should actually just full on invest it, put in some of dexterity, actually try this out. Oh, not even enough for another level up. Unless... Let's see here. Items. Is that enough? Whose power of S is flash? I'm not sure I want to use that. Alright, level up. No, wait, that said leave, not level up. Ah, too short. Let me go farm the guys out here real quick. But I'm gonna swap to the scimitar for right now. See how that goes.